Amanda's really gonna be happy. Keep getting all these new hats. This is a Edmonton Oilers hat breaking out of the softball. This was from a podcast I was on about travel. Uh, with a podcast out in Alberta, and they sent me some delicious snacks, like Hody Kenya, but literal snacks from Canada, which I thoroughly enjoyed. As it's been a while since I've been north of the border. Fucking COVID. Anyway, I digress. What's going on? Nice little evening last night. Actually, it wasn't a nice little evening. It was dog shit evening at the fields. Although the bat testing did go well, I only heard a couple of I've only got 15 swings on this bat. I hope it passes. Shh. But it did sound like not too many people are putting on the old, oh, that's the new bat, act, if you will. So let's dive into it. We're going to start with the Boom Boom Crew. Boom Boom Crew coming in hot. These guys, Jesus. I have fucking been blown up by these guys today. In group chats, other league chats, random text messages. I'm surprised they haven't come by and toilet papered my house with Boom Boom Crew themed paraphernalia. But here we go. Buckley, where are we going? Yeah, there we go. We got it. I got it. I'm trying something new today, too. I'm going straight from YouTube live in case any of you, because I don't think when I use the StreamYard, I don't think I'm actually, the comments are actually carrying over to YouTube. And I don't love that. If you're interacting, I want you to be able to interact. I want to be able to come through here and I want to say, hey, what's up, baby? Let's chit chat. So anyway, let's get back to it. Boom Boom Crew, and Buckley going at it over at the Legion, it looks like. Buckley batted around in the first and third inning to build themselves a nice early lead. Down 21-7 was the Boom Boom Crew. 21-7 going into the bottom of the fourth. Boomers made two quick outs to continue what was thought to be a lackluster night. Just take a little Valium. But the Boom Boom Crew started rolling and had themselves an inning led by Robbie Torrey's revenge game with 3 total home runs. The Crew scored 14 with 2 outs to tie the game. They put up 14 runs with 2 outs. Are you shitting me? Unbelievable. The Boom Boom Crew then scored 9 in the bottom of the 6th, put the game out of reach. Final score, Boom Boom Crew 30, Buckley 23. Mike Schultz made his first out in what seems like a month, and KP did not extend his home run streak. It's amazing. It's amazing that Robbie Torrey is actually showing up now about. Looks like he just needed his babysitter, co-ed Cody, to take care of him to make sure he showed up at the right field and not out in Rochester. Big loss for Buckley. They've now lost 2 in a row, 7-3 in the last 10. But let's talk about the victors here. The Boom Boom Crew, 4 in a row, 6-4, and they're climbing up the standings. They're now back to 500, 6-4 in the last 10. And they are a half a game out of 4th place as they are tied in 5th with Regional right now. Regional, while Boom Boom Crew is climbing up that ladder, Regional's holding B, sliding down it, heading to the gulag. So, anyway, let's move on here to the Peterson Painting Tomahawk game. Peterson was significantly shorthanded, and Tomahawk came out. They hit. They capitalized on some mistakes, some errors. Peterson kept chipping away, just could never get back within striking distance. Peterson had started the Tomahawk win streak or losing streak, and Peterson ends Tomahawk's losing streak as Tomahawk finally gets their dub. Nice performances last night for Peterson by Eddie. Actually, Eddie was lights out last night. Cooch had a nice night. Who else was good for them last night? Wow. Roman. I mean, what else is new? Let me tell you something you guys don't know. And then great to see big old Ralph Triplett back. Love seeing Ralph. Got a chance to hang out with him after for a minute. Great to see him back. He was up on the bump and hit well. On the Peterson side, it's just another regular season game. Shit happens. What are you going to do? Although I thought I hit a ground rule double, probably the first ground rule double I ever saw at Martell. I thought I actually went under the fence. Apparently went over the fence. Maybe I need to eat a couple more carrots. But that's enough about that one. We don't need to talk about that game anymore. But yeah, Eddie was real good last night. Jason behind the dish had a couple nice ABs. John Saraceno had a couple of good hits too. Like they had it going last night. Peterson had it going across the board, but I think Ralph Triplett being back was the real spark plug. And Matty DeLue, the silent assassin, is now their team's courtesy runner. I love it. Forget using Cliff. Don't use that fast of speed. But let's use Matty DeLude. Matty DeLude, way to be a leader. Way to be a leader out there. We're not going to be able to do the overlay. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do the overlay for the standings and such. But anyway, let's get back into it. Let's move on to VFW versus Monahan. Didn't get an update from these guys. So you know what? That's all right. I get to make the update up. Let me see. It was VFW. So VFW probably went through the first 5 home runs in their first 4 batters. That'd be my guess. Just because VFW pisses through their home runs like kids with freeze pops. I don't know. I was trying to think of a good analogy. I didn't have one off the top of my head. I'm not ready. I'm jumping around here. But VFW got back in their ways. They've now won 2 in a row. They're sitting atop the standings, 21-17. I don't know. I'm going to take a guess. Pettigrew probably hit a home run. Gallo probably hit a home run. Let's see. Antol, if he was there. Let's throw Campbell in there. I don't know. Maybe one of those guys hit 2. Who knows? But that's kind of it. Maybe Hartson was pitching. They probably had a lead. Monahan couldn't chip away. Assuming Hudon was pitching at a 6:30 game, I tell you, that's a big, big piece right there for Monahan. Having Hudon pitching. But anyway, here we go. Joey V, the New Hampshire Irrigation Regional Siding game. I don't know what Tony said to Grassini, but it was some bullshit because Grassini was shooting middle on Tony all night. Oh, that poor man. The poor man. I don't know if because he's wearing 24, Russin's wearing 24, they can just think they're both interchangeable on the mound. I don't know if that's really what the case truly is, but Tony, your ERA is abysmal after last night. Taking the L as New Hampshire Irrigation wins handily, 23-7. Let's see here. We got Andy Lee with 2 home runs. V had a home run. Corey Hayes hits a ding dong. Did a great book for the Peterson crew. Euro, insane pitching and middle play. LaFawn getting a hit by pitch. LaFawn got hit by a pitch and actually started walking to first. That's great. I love that. I love hearing that. That's actually pretty comical. That's really fun to see. But anyway, let's move on. I mean, like, guys, you can add a little more flavor, a little more flair to some of these recaps. I mean, my goodness gracious. Give me something. At least when I messed up the A&D Peterson recap for Monday night, I at least had some flavor in there. Holy crying out loud. Anyway, James is the man. Love him. Great dog. Here we go. Here comes into there's a couple. This A&D team is quickly becoming one of my favorite teams in the league outside of my own. And it's because of 2 guys. No, not Dustin. No, not Colby. Tucker Twardarski, Zach Hansen. Zach Hansen already for me I'm putting him in for player of the week. Love Zach Hansen, one of the most clutch player in the entire league. And then Tucker Twardarski, unbelievable. Love the kid. He's wearing his softball shorts from the 90s so high. I think he's tucking his nipples into them. I think if he needs to tweak his nipple, he goes in through the pocket and gives him one of these. But I like this team. I like the young guys on this team. It's a lot of fun. Tucker is what a great addition to the league he is this year. Do I have to actually thank Chambers for this one? No. I mean, I know he came in with him, but I just can't thank Chambers. Right? No, I can't thank Chambers. So anyway, moving on. A&D beat Holtz 29-18, and I do have a nice little recap here from their head coach, Colby Boulay. One of the caller in, it's one of the live recappers. A&D started off red hot, putting up 13 runs in the first inning, which was led by three three-run home runs by Dustin Merrill, Hamill, and Huey. Tell you what, Hamill right now is looking like he's just eating softballs. That guy is getting bigger and bigger. Is he like a gremlin? You know, if you put a little water on him, he grows. Like, Jesus. I don't know. Maybe somebody responded to Huey's Facebook post and he figured out the hitting. I saw him pregame at BP earlier in the day, and I said, hey, Huey, what's wrong? I go, your hitting looked good against us. He says, well, I was hitting the ball, but just right at people. He said, sometimes that happens and just keep swinging well. Looks like he had a nice night hitting at the plate last night, which is good to see. After the 13-run first, Holtz went up 1-2-3. It's not good. Never good to throw up a goose. A&D got back up and added an additional 8 runs in the second, making it a small little 21-0 lead. A&D went pretty flat viewings in the middle of the game, and then Holtz showed some serious sparks of life, but A&D was able to put together another 6-run inning in the fifth for some insurance to finish the game off 29-18. Holtz had a 9-run fourth inning to juice them up and keep fighting, just didn't have enough. And that next piece of the text I cannot read on this recap. So thanks for the recap there. Boom crew. And what's A&D doing? Are we doing like a little A&D? I don't know. Are we doing like YMCA shit? I just can't believe the Boom crew's got their own like gang signs going. I love it. So it was a good night. A lot of runs scored last night. 53, 41. 38, 23-7, and then 47. So a lot of runs scored last night in a lot of games. Tomahawk getting off the snide, finally getting a win, 2-8 in their last 10. They're 3-4 when they're home. So they're still winless when they're an away team, but they're almost 500 when they're the home team, which is going to benefit them here. I'm assuming coming up second time through. It seems like they were away a lot earlier in the year. Looks like it's going to be time for them to be home. Hopefully they can take advantage of having the hammer. But here we go. As I said, we're trying something new here. We are just on YouTube Live. We're not using StreamYard as we have in others. Wanted to try something new. Doesn't look like a lot of people are interacting here anyway. So maybe I'll go back to StreamYard for next Tuesday. But sitting atop, we have VFW and A&D tied at 10-4. Tied in first. 7-3. Both teams are 7-3 in their last 10. VFW's won 2 in a row. A&D went 1-1 this week. So got that. VFW just continues to put up a ton of runs. They are leading the league in runs for by 43. Next closest is, probably, 29. Next closest is Boomers with 269. So, of course, as always, MerrimackDraftLeague.com. Go check it out. All this information, all these stats are here. Also, hey, subscribe. Give it a little subscription here. Turn off the notifications. We need a couple more subscribers so we can change our URL. Make it youtube.com/bringitpod. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube will all have the same way to go. Help out the boys. All right, so we got VFW, A&D for 1-2. Buckley's in second, or Buckley's in third at 9-5. Peterson Painting sitting in fourth, half a game up on the Boomers and Regional, as Boomers have now won 4 in a row, 6-4 in their last 10, and they're climbing. Meanwhile, Regional, let's talk here. Regional. It just might be time to fire Chad. Fire Chad. Like, put Chad out to pasture. He's not getting it. He's not cutting it. He's not cutting it anymore. May's gone. His June on record. Yeah, okay, you got his 20th win, but man, I think that's his 121st loss outside of April, May. Like, come on. Might be time for a little coaching change here. Help him out. Help somebody out. Maybe Rusin takes over. Maybe Tony. Who knows? Although Tony last night, yikes. But Chad's record outside of April, May is absolutely abysmal. And you guys might need to do something before the season gets away and you end up in the toilet bowl. Okay. All right. Enough of the serious talk there. Here we go. Regionals back down. They're down to 500. They're 4-6 in their last 10. New Hampshire Irrigation. Big win from them last night. They're 4-6 in their last 10 as well. They are at 6-8. And then rounding out the bottom 3 is Holtz at 5-8, 3-7 in their last 10. Monaghan 5-9. They are in 9th place. Tomahawk in 10th at 3-11 after winning last night with a massive run differential of 80. NHI and Holtz tied for the 2 lowest, runs 4, but that bottom tier is not, you got the top tier, middle, and then the bottom tier. So it's all pretty close on the runs 4. Only 2 teams under 200 runs so far this point in the year, 14 games in. If you did not get your bat tested last night, I know there were some people that were away. You can do it on Monday as well. But we're getting close. June 23rd. What's this, 24th today? We are 14 games into the season. Things are going well. Thank you for everybody for being cooperative last night with the bat testing. Remember, visiting team takes the walk to get the home run balls. Home team rakes, which the fields have been looking a little bit of yuck. So let's help out LLOC. Ladies love OC. Let's help him out and all the board members, and let's take care of these fields. I know the Legion's looking pretty. I'm hearing it needs a little bit of help there. So if we can take care of some stuff, while we're playing there, that'd be great. No real big surprise here with the home run leaders as I'm looking. Sexy Sean Rand, the highest looking rookie on VFW right now. Sean Goomis right behind Rand. Angelo Roman, that's right. I forget he's not a rookie after playing fall ball. Mike Hudd, I'm absolutely fucking terrified of Hudd right now. Not even kidding. He took some pictures of me changing the other night while I was getting disrobed after my game. I was taking off my cup and my ankle brace, and he took some less than pleasant pictures. But here we go. And then getting into standings, we have a tight one in the predictions. There's some math that wasn't well. OC said he was going to take care of this and help me out with making a nice pivot table or something. I don't know. He's an Excel spreadsheet guy that can really make a lot of shit look good. But my math was off. We have D-Money, the Jumper, and Prez all tied at 59%, and I have 54%. I don't know if that's completely true or not, but we're going with it. All 3 of us were 4-2. And Coco is 3-3 this week. So I think the big game was Peterson Painting beating A&D, Holtz, A&D beating Holtz, hurt Prez, and then really Peterson Painting losing put Prez in the running there. So anyway, that's all. I don't have much. I don't like this. I'm going to do StreamYard again because I like being able to do the Vanna White bullshit where we have the standings pop up here. More fun. Anyway, we'll see you guys. I got co-ed this weekend. Hopefully we'll see some of y'all down there. Everyone else have a great weekend. See you Monday night at the Tell. What do we have Monday night? Should probably read those off real quick. Anybody care about that? Oh, Monday night's going to be a good one. VFW Peterson at the Legion at 6:30. Holtz Tomahawk 6:30 at Martell. Let's see here. Regional Siding versus A&D at Twardarski at 6:30. Oh man, is regional siding gonna turn into regional sliding? Monahan versus Buckley is the primetime game Monday night, and then the late West Coast game is Boomers versus NHI. So have a good weekend, everybody. We'll talk to you.